Alright, we're just getting ready to tear down this particular Metro. It's got buttons on the dash up there, so it's like 89 to 91. Um, this is like a... This car tells a lot in what you shouldn't buy when you're out looking for a used car. Somebody just bought this, it's supposed to be rebuilt, the motor just blew up. Excuse my cough, I have a cold. Little things. When you open the hood up of a Metro, you should be real familiar with these, because these cars are old. These are the wrong timing gears. This old car would have a square cog. This is a round cog. So it started up around 1994. It's got the old timing belt on it, which is ready to break anyhow. Somebody was writing numbers on the cam gear so they know how to put it back together. So they obviously don't know how to work on one. But there's nothing new here. The head gasket has copper seal on it. We'll get in there so you can see it. Copper seal almost guarantees you an oil leak on a head gasket, especially on a Metro. In fact, I think it's just awful, horrible stuff, and if it wasn't at the parts store, I don't think anybody would ever actually use it. The next thing is the bolts don't even match. When you open the hood up and the bolts are all wrong, those are, I mean, that's an intake manifold nut, not a big deal. You know, it's just wrong. And then when you come over, you know, to look at the rest of it, there's no clamps on the fuel lines. You know, I know it's the low pressure side and stuff, but still it could leak. And why not just put them back on? It's just sloppy. You know, they never did anything with the PVC valve, so it's plugged up because the oil's pooled up on top of it. It's probably a good chance that it was a geofart machine before it let loose on the guy. They said he just bought it, he's driving it, it blows up. They just checked the oil the day before. Yeah, got oil on the freeway. No oil leaks on the car. So my guess is it had a geofart. He didn't realize it or didn't know what was going on. Anyhow, just pumped all the oil out the tailpipe. Because it seems to pump about a half. Excuse me again. It seems to pump about a half a quart in just a few seconds. So that's probably what happened there. The next thing is when you start seeing all this rewire stuff, you know, it's just horrible. And that's speaker wire. I'm not even sure what that's hooked to yet. Oh, that's to the intake air temperature sender on the air cleaner. Just hackery. And then I will give you the ultimate don't buy the car. The hood is a different color because it's been wrecked. I'm not sure what they did up here. Pulled some stuff back, but it broke the horn off when it was in an accident, and they didn't even put another horn on it. Granted, you know, so this car got a used motor put in it at some time. Probably immediately burned up the exhaust valves in it because it had 1 trillion miles on it. And then you take and put another head on it, which we can see from the head gasket and the copper spray still on there. The just junk. You just can't do that. So that's just a little FYI for those of you out there shopping around. There is no good deal on a 23, 25-year-old car or 15-year-old Metro. You know, it's like a $400 or $500 car, he said. You know, we'll make it like new again, but he's virtually out what he got into. I mean, it's just not worth doing this. You know, just splurge a little, save a little, and you know, put yourself into, you know, a $4,000 car that's got new everything under it. Anyway, that's my little rant, and I hope it helps somebody. Because oh yeah, there's another thing. The strut is bent. See how that one's nice and level? Good eye, Cody. What the hell's going on there? Oh, it actually has a bent strut. Since we haven't been able to drive it, I bet that strut won't actually compress all the way.
Probably not.
It probably just makes a hell of a noise. Or it's just wedged and it doesn't make any noise and it just drives horrible. But anyhow, that's an FYI. Look around, make sure it's all stock. There's plenty of them out there that are. And they're good cars to start with too. You know, the other thing that scares me on this car, well, you can see how it's been pulled back. They drilled the holes in the body and stretched it all back because this is the corner that was impacted. But
bubbled in.
You can see how it started to rust. This car, I'm going to guess, wasn't on the East Coast, so it's just a bunch of surface rust, but still. Why why start the life of your car out that way when you could, for the same money, start with something that, you really could drive for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, depending on how much you love it. Okay, that's my update.